go.
That's right.
My next door neighbor. I live right there.
We could have just let you take
Didn't have to drive home.
can get back in their vehicle.
All right, let's hear the horns one more time. Let's hear them. All right. Can we have the...
Why not?
Okay, we're going to have the Grad stay out, and we're going to do O Canada. So we're going to have the Grad staying out for O Canada, please.
We're still, okay. We're still 7 minutes away, so.
We have 7 minutes. We have 7 minutes because they have to move.
Okay. Never mind, we got a few minutes, so we'll get it back in the cars for 5 minutes, and then we'll announce again. Now you can come back out for O Canada.
In their blue gowns like last time.
There's no reason. Are they going to put their guns on now?
They have to have their gowns on when they come up to receive it. So they have
We think we can get the grads to step out of the vehicle to the left side where they got their photos taken. So we're going to stand for O Canada, just the grads. Everyone else, stay in your vehicle. I know it's weird, but we'll stand on stage in proxy for you because we know that everybody's a patriot. We're all Canadians. Some of us are Canadians. We're trying to do the right thing. So if the grads want to stand for O Canada just outside the vehicle, that would be great. Give people 10, 30 seconds. Thank you. You can get back in your vehicles. Thank you. Now would be a great time for the grads to start thinking about getting on their gowns as we introduce speakers and begin the start of the ceremony here. I would like to, of the Swan Valley Regional Secondary School, I would like to gracefully acknowledge that the land on which we gather is Treaty 4 territory. This treaty was signed September the 8th, 1874 in Fort Qu'Appelle, Saskatchewan, and this is the traditional lands of the Cree and the Saulteaux people. Manitoba is also home to the Métis people. Feel free. So, hey grads, I told you we'd celebrate together, and we are, and we're here, and what a wonderful occasion it is. Before I get too far into this, I can't help but think, did you ever watch that movie when you were little, that animated show Cars? Because that's what I'm looking at right now. If there was eyelashes on the headlights, that's what I'd be seeing. I want to wish everybody a wonderful afternoon. Parents, teachers, honored guests, family, and friends, welcome to the ceremony. 2020 SVRSS Grad. My name is Ryan Maximchuk. I thought about introducing myself as Dean Pardosky because that joke never gets old for me, but some of you maybe don't remember Mr. Pardosky, so I'm going to let that one go. It's an honor, it's a privilege to have been asked by the class of 2020 to be the MC for this afternoon's program. We welcome all people here to this momentous occasion. We welcome you physically, but we also welcome you for the very first time virtually. And it's with no small amount of pride that I would acknowledge that we're here together making and living through history right now. This day represents so many firsts for all of us, and we probably are inclined to hope that there's some lasts here as well. But I want to encourage everyone here to remember that the reason we gather today is to celebrate and recognize the achievements of the class of 2020. This is a ceremony, it's a very important one. Please keep that in mind for the duration. We do have some public health directives and some housekeeping ideas. I think most people are finding the washrooms towards the corners of the field. We have porta potties. You are more than welcome to use the carpentry trade shop, the heavy duty building to the east, and even as far as the actual SVRSS main building, all the doors are open. You're welcome to use them. Feel free, and please know that they are being maintained and cleaned after use. With very few exceptions this afternoon, we're going to encourage everyone to please stay in vehicles. There will be some times where it will be acceptable to leave your vehicle, and I'll indicate those. Please don't idle your and if you can, try to remember to keep your headlights off, and that's for the videography and the photography. If you do happen to leave a vehicle, the only designated place to stand will be to the immediate left or south of your vehicle, nowhere else, and it's nice because it's very well marked. Feel free to stand there in the aisle. We have one designated photographer from each vehicle, and those people, when the grads are on stage, those people are actually encouraged to approach the stage. We don't actually have a spot on the grass out in front of me here, but any place where you can get what you think is a good angle to take photos, you're welcome to, and you can proceed when your grad is coming to the stage. There will be a horn honking protocol. That's the first time I've ever actually put that into notes. Feel free to honk horns when we do at the end of the 8 or 10 kids that are going to come up to receive their diplomas, and then we'll all start honking horns. I think it'll get a little bit old if after every single grad, but maybe we can do it 9 or 10 times. At this point in the program, it's my pleasure to introduce guest speakers to address the graduates this afternoon. First of all, representing the Swan Valley School Division, bringing greetings as the chair of the Board of Trustees, it's Mrs. Lori Evans. And since we're live streamed and keeping track of all of the requirements, I want somebody to make sure that they know what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing it all afternoon. Mic is on, ready for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to extend our sincerest congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2020. We are proud of you and know you have worked hard to get to where you are today. As trustees, this is a day we look forward to every year, as ultimately our goal is to see our students succeed and prepared to start the next chapter in their lives. We hope this will just be the beginning of your education journey, and you will continue on a path of lifelong learning. Life has all kinds of lessons to teach us, especially when we aren't looking or planning for it. This spring handed us all a major challenge and a steep learning curve in the form of a pandemic. I do not know of any day-to-day life that was not changed in some way by this new way of living. I know it has taught me to be more organized. All of a sudden, I was no longer able to go to the grocery store multiple times a week for that one item I'd forgot, or wait until the last roll of toilet paper before putting it on my list. From a school perspective, I heard many parents discuss the need to relearn math so they could help tutor their kids, teachers having to quickly become experts in teaching via video conference, and students suddenly expected to discipline themselves to do schoolwork with little supervision. I think an important lesson through all of this was learning to be flexible, adaptable, and trying to look for the positive during these rapidly changing times. Today's event is evidence that our community's ability to be adaptable and totally rethink how we could celebrate this milestone, our students graduating, in a meaningful way. I hope graduates remember this day for what was special, not what was missing. For how could we forget the first ever Swan Valley School Division drive-in and parade? That's the biggest lesson when faced with adversity, is how you respond. Life is difficult, it can be messy, and it often does not go as planned. However, there are good things happening all around us. We just have to look for them. I would like to thank all staff of the Swan Valley School Division, especially the staff involved with the graduation committees, for taking on the enormous task of planning today's event. I'd also like to thank the graduates and their families for their understanding and patience leading up to this event and pitching in to help wherever needed. As well, I also know there's many community members that have pitched in to make this day great. So once again, congratulations to all graduates.
Thank you, Trustee Evans, for your kind words. Representing the Swan Valley Regional Secondary School, the principal of our school, Mrs. Jackie Madinsky-Arp, will offer some remarks.
Good evening, parents, family members, invited guests, SVRSS staff, volunteers, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. Graduates, wow, this is happening. Look around, we are on our campus hosting your graduation ceremony. I realize that this was not how you wanted to end your senior year. But please know that for the first time in history, according to Google, COVID-19 has forced more than 1 billion students out of school since January. Also note that you are the first in the history of our school to walk across an outdoor stage to receive your high school diploma. All of this would not have been possible if it wasn't for people coming together. I am very proud to be a member of this valley. As a community, as this community never fails to do whatever it takes to get a job done, especially in challenging times. Everyone really wanted to ensure our grads were recognized for accomplishing this important milestone. Main Street Swan River is decorated with grad banners. Grads, you now have a lawn sign on your yard or in your canola field or perhaps in some other special place, but hopefully somewhere in this beautiful valley. Thank you to Ryan Boyd, Kevin Penner, SVSD IT staff, Mr. Bill Gade from our local radio station, CJ04, for today's live stream and broadcast for this ceremony. This outdoor stage was made possible this evening thanks to the Swan River Valley Agricultural Society, Spruce Products, LP, and 2 sets of parents, the Chmielewskis and Sembelicks, SVSD employees who have gone above and beyond to make the graduates' wish, this drive-in ceremony, happened today. If I have missed to acknowledge or recognize anyone, please accept my apologies. Thank you, everyone, for we could not have done all of this for our grads without your support. The SVRSS has many partnerships, all aimed to help students graduate and move forward. This evening, the Albert Chartrand Friendship Center and our school together will acknowledge 7 graduates. Other educational partnerships include University Colleges of the North, Sapatoyak and Wasquisipic Cree Nations, all working together to help our students succeed and find their place in the world. Our students and programs receive tremendous support, personally from our teachers, support staff, parents, and guardians, and financially from community organizations from across the valley. We are truly grateful as it makes our school very unique and with many diverse opportunities. This year's graduates have excelled both academically and in their vocational studies. And throughout this evening, you will see our students recognized for excellence in many areas. Grads, you have excelled in extracurricular activities and sports, where individual students have brought home medals from Skills Manitoba competitions in the various vocational programs. During your 4-year tenure, as you have earned a finalist banner in junior varsity girls basketball from Manitoba High School Athletic Association. There are athletes who have represented our school in the Westman High School Hockey League, where some graduates, along with their teammates, were consolation winners in their inaugural year. Our Tigers have represented our school in the Rural Manitoba Football League, showing improvement each year by earning consolation finals twice, taking second place last school year, before being undefeated this past fall to become league champions. As a class, you have been wonderful ambassadors when some of you participated in 2 Experiences Canada exchange, one with College Trinette in St. Bruno, Quebec, and the other with the Rideau District High School in Elgin, Ontario. You have traveled to various cities in Western Canada, attended camps at the International Peace Gardens, and performed with the concert band in Niagara Falls and Toronto. Last fall, one graduate was selected to attend the Global Youth Institute in Des Moines, Iowa, to speak at an international conference on sustainable agriculture, presenting on innovative ways to feed a growing world population. This class is composed of 98 graduates, each with their own unique story, personality, and interests. For the first time in the history of our school, we have triplets who will graduate together. Amongst this year's class, we have students who will graduate with a French Immersion Diploma, along with 4 grads who will receive recognition of a French Immersion Certificate, 5 students in electrical, 1 in heavy duty, and 2 in hairstyling will receive their Level 1 apprenticeship accreditation for their technical training. As the SVRSS indicates, when the last graduate crosses this stage this evening, our school will have graduated 6,889 students. At this school, there is a long history where our students leave the valley to pursue their studies and careers, but in time, many returning as professionals to make this valley their home. We hope that the graduating class of 2020 will continue to do the same with their talent and expertise. There are grads who have suffered much personal loss and trauma and had to overcome many obstacles to reach this stage. Please know, grads, that there are cracks in heaven's floor for the loved ones who have passed on, so that they are able to look down upon us, especially on days like today. Grads, you have experienced a very different senior year, one that will be recorded and noted as we are currently living in a very historic time. The past teaches us many important lessons, but one that repeats itself is that a successful person or any project usually has to overcome some form of adversity. As a class, you are resilient, you are persistent, and you are determined. The SVRSS motto is "Make a difference today for tomorrow." Graduates, take the SVRSS torch and explore the world. Claim your stake and build the future, as you are the next generation. After this evening, you will become part of SVRSS history when your graduate composite joins the 47 other portraits that don our halls. Grads, cherish this moment and look back fondly upon this day. Please do not become strangers. Come back to visit us as we are always interested to know where you are and how you have made your mark and who you have become. On behalf of the SVRSS staff, I wish each of you nothing but success. May each of you have life's richest blessings. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Mrs. Meninsky-Harp. Next speaker I have for you this afternoon doesn't really need any introduction. If you happen to frequent the marshy areas of Duck Mountain Provincial Park very early on a spring or summer morning on a kayak or a mountain bike. For the rest of us, we know this man as a longtime Swan Valley School Division educator who has worked in various capacities in various schools over his career, from being an early years teacher both in Birch River School and at Taylor School, guidance counseling here at the SVRSS, to being an Apple School educator at the Ecole Swan River South School. Not to mention being the proprietor, the chief midnight photographer of Rob Sizzlin Dogs, as well as chaperoning more than a couple of SVRSS geography trips. He's currently campaigning as the future mayor of Madge Lake and remains the pride of Kelvington, Saskatchewan. Representing the retiree community of Madge Lake and of tattooed, tanned, fit, and sometimes bearded folks everywhere, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you to my friend, Mr. Rob McDonald, who will address the class of 2020 as this year's chosen guest speaker. Oh, you like that one? We got that one on record somewhere.
Don't believe a word he said. Well, thank you, Mr. Maximchuk, and good afternoon, everyone. But before we get started, I just want to remind everyone here that tonight's SVRSS Drive-In Jackpot Bingo game will be a blackout. Mr. Max, if you could let those bingo balls drop, and we'll get the first number. It is B4, under the B4. Okay, thank you. On a more serious note, today is the day that I can stroke 3 items off my bucket list. It's pretty hard to believe I have a bucket list after that introduction by Mr. Maximchuk, but I do. And here's the first item that I'm going to be able to stroke off. Number 1, be a professional bingo caller for a day. This could be debatable. Number 2, being broadcast over a live radio station. Okay, so this might be pushing it a little bit. And number 3, I get to address and celebrate with an amazing group of young ladies and gentlemen for which I am truly honored. No, you don't have to give me any applause. Perhaps no group is losing more milestones during these very trying times than you are, graduating class of 2020. You have persevered, and today is a testament to this. I would like to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to share some thoughts, maybe some insight, and perhaps even a few words of wisdom on this, your special day. I think we definitely owe a few shout-outs to some very special and influential people who have supported you for the last 12 plus years. Can we get a honk for your parents, guardians, and families? How about one for all your teachers, administrators, educational assistants, bus drivers, custodians? They've been here for you always. And finally, Let's give a huge shout out to you and all of your friends. You guys actually made it. Woo! I feel a little remiss saying this next line after that introduction. But for those of you who do not know me, I am Rob McDonald. I'm a recently retired, former 30-plus year employee with the Swan Valley School Division. And those past 30 years were so very rewarding, and I enjoyed being just a small part of so many of my former students' and families' lives. As I look over the graduation class list of 2020, I'm flooded with many memories. Some wonderful, some not so wonderful. Some of us go back to the days when we were Taylor Top Dogs. You guys know what I'm talking about. That is the wonderful thing about technology. When you want it to work bang on, we get a little glitch, but thank you so much, Ryan. That came in a little late, but that was good. It was this group of top dogs that I was so fortunate to play a small role in all of their 12 years of their education. And you guys thought you got rid of me after you left Taylor School. Oh boy. My role as a guidance counselor at Ecole Swan River South School put me in a position to continue to either harass or connect with these Taylor Top Dogs. But it also introduced me to a brand new crew from Hayes School, AKA the Hayes Cool Cats. It was also at Ecole Swan River South School that I met and I worked with our French immersion students. Merci beaucoup, Madame Chmielewski. Thanks so much to you and your students for inviting me into your classroom and allowing me to tag along as the token English guy on our many Festival de Voyageurs adventures. Geez, you would have thought I would have picked up a little more Francais after all those trips, but c'est la vie. And some of you grads, definitely not to be forgotten, I had the privilege of meeting, working, and connecting with you at SVRSS. I enjoyed chatting. Sorry, my throat's a little sore. Joking, laughing, but most of all, I enjoyed just listening to you. Here we go. Walking the halls and interacting with you amazing young folk always put a smile on my face. There we go. I had the best job in the world. Working and hanging out with all of you young folk. Someone very smart once said, choose a job or a career that you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. Well, this is so very true, and I thank each and every one of you graduates for making this happen. Let me a little drink of water here. My throat is really bad. Whatever path you choose, whatever road you take, rest assured adventure awaits you. I'm not going to ask you again whether you're ready to be out there, because I know, and we all know, that you all are ready. So as long as you open your eyes to the windows of opportunity, believe in yourself, your adventures will be most excellent. In closing, I would like to leave you with 3 tidbits to live by. Number 1, be happy. Nobody needs a perfect life. Surround yourself with good people who love you for who you are. Number 2, be yourself. You can change the world just by being you. And number 3, be kind. You'll never, ever regret it. Because at the end of the day, people won't remember what you said or even what you did, but they will remember what you or how you made them feel. Congratulations, class of 2020. Your families are very, very proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief they are experiencing. This would be a most opportune time to ask for money. Thank you and all the best in your next adventures.
Okay, so at this particular time, we're actually going to start handing out some diplomas to some graduates. So if the first row of students wearing their blue gowns, you'd approach the stage, what's it called, stage right, and maintain physical distance on the pylons, we can start lining you up. Mrs. Jennifer Simpson, representing the SBRSS as a guidance counselor as well as the chairperson of the Grad Awards Committee, she'll be coming up. She'll be announcing individual awards as well as for both bursary and scholarship recipients. In your program, you'll notice that some students graduate with honors, some with distinction. In order to graduate with honors, you have to receive between 125 and 149 academic points. To graduate with distinction, you must achieve 150 or even more academic points. Points are determined by students' overall average in each course they enroll in. Every time a student gets a 90 or above, they get 5 points. For 80 and above, 4 points, and so on. Graduating with honors and distinction is something that the Grouds should be very, very proud of. And students are displaying their achievements by wearing a different colored cord around their necks. I'll call the graduate to the stage where they will receive their diploma, they'll receive applicable awards, they'll receive bursaries, scholarships, and they will be posing for official photographs. At this time, anybody, one person per vehicle, and maintain social distancing, please, but one person at a time can select some prime real estate out in front here, and you can position yourself to take that photo as the grad comes up. And you can establish yourself soon here. Everybody's ready? Good to go? Yeah, you could, like, very faintly in the background probably makes sense. Jonathan William Cole Ames. Graduating with honors, Annika Hadley Badowski.
Annika is also receiving the Culinary Arts Award this evening, sponsored by the Timberland Inn for a student who has exhibited technical proficiency in the culinary arts. She is also receiving the bursary for Delbert Davy Educational Bursary worth $1,050. Annika is planning to go to U of R in the fall, taking her sciences with the goal of going into medicine. Good luck, Annika.
Chase James Bartram McFadden. Grab your diploma. Yeah, grab your, just take the diploma. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then right over to Mrs. Minsgarp. Graduating with distinction, Adria Page Bateman.
This afternoon, Adria is also receiving the Faluke Science Scholarship for $5,000. Adria's future plans include going on to University of Regina in the Faculty of Science with the goal of going into medicine. Other awards that Adria has received is an entrance award from the U of R and $3,000 and a $1,500 housing award.
Wow.
Congratulations, Adria.
Teresa Marie Becker.
Teresa is also receiving a recognition award from the Canadian Parents for French Certificate of Merit. This indicates that Teresa completed 7 French immersion credits. And today, Teresa is also receiving the Isabel Davy Educational Bursary of $450. Teresa's future plans include taking a year off, planning to return to SVRSS to complete her hairstyling apprenticeship accreditation, and then heading to Brandon to complete her nail technology. Good luck, Teresa.
Graduating with honors, Sydney Lee Bednarski.
This afternoon, Sydney is also receiving a bursary. This bursary is the Faluke Technology Bursary of $2,500. Sydney's future plans are to go to U of R in the fall, where she is planning to enter the Faculty of Science. We want to wish Sydney all the best in her future plans.
Sasha Anna Bella Bercier. Kylie Beverly Ann Bezo. Okay, folks, here's where this gets entertaining. Let's see if we can make this work properly. Pay attention, especially if you're behind the wheel of a vehicle in the front row. I have 2 people positioned over there. We have Patty, we have Krista, they are there. You need to shoot that hole between them with your vehicle. You need to make that accurate, so I recommend you slow down in an orderly way. But if we can go one at a time so that we can get out, you're going to circle back. They'll direct you back to the back of the back of the field so that the next row can come up and we can present another 8 or 10 graduates, please. So one at a time, if we can start here and proceed. Thank you. Oh yeah, and feel free to honk for the graduates. Yeah, by all means, let's make noise. Yeah, by all means. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot that. Oh, watch that camera there. You can't believe how many relieved people there are watching this happen so seamlessly, boys and girls. As soon as the first vehicles have cleared, you're wearing your gown, you're approaching the stage from stage right, the grads are ready, and I'm going to start calling people's names when you get here. Graduating with distinction, Josephine Emma Black.
Josie is also receiving the Spirit of Sport Award. This award is presented annually to an SVRS student who participates for the love of sport. In addition to this award, Josie is also receiving a bursary, the Ruby Bjornsson Nursing Scholarship of $5,000. Josie's future plans include going to Brandon University in the fall with a goal of entering into the nursing program. I know that she had also had plans. She had committed to play for the Brandon University Bobcats soccer team. Unfortunately, that might be on hold for this season. Good luck, Josie.
Leslie Rose Brass. Graduating with honors, Landon Carter Burek. Macy Jane Burwash. Not attending this afternoon, but graduating nonetheless, Nolan Henry Bushalanga. Brianna Lorraine Marie Biblo. Gotcha. Graduating with distinction, Olivia Christine Chmielewski.
Woohoo! Olivia is also receiving a recognition award from the Canadian Parents for French for receiving her French immersion diploma today. Olivia completed a minimum of 14 French immersion credits in order to receive this diploma. Olivia is also receiving a couple bursaries today. The first one is from the Canadian Parents for French Language Award of $500. The second bursary she is receiving is the Swan Valley Credit Union Business Bursary of $1,000. Olivia's future plans include going on to the University of Regina in the fall, studying business administration. Congratulations and best wishes to you, Olivia.
Taylor Ray Church. Pick up your diploma. Okay, folks, some of you know that I'm a coach, so I'm all about a little bit of healthy competition. So I'm going to challenge the second row to do an even better job than the first row on getting out of that row so we can go on to the next one, because that's 2 rows done. Perfect. And by all means, congratulate the grads. Graduates can approach the stage now, and we can reconvene for the third row. Thank you. Thank you for such a smooth set of transitions. I look forward to it. Graduating with distinction, Rihanna Marie Cleland.
Rihanna is also receiving a couple bursaries this afternoon. First bursary is the Erickson Family Scholarship. This is a new scholarship. It is $1,000 for the student with the highest arts or English average. Congratulations on that one, Rihanna. As well, she is receiving the SR Auto Salvage Bursary of $1,050. Rihanna's future plans include going to University of British Columbia in the Okanagan, where she will be studying taking her Bachelor of Science, majoring in psychology. Her goal is to enter med school and hopes to specialize in psychiatry or neurology. We wish you all the best, Rihanna.
Silas Thunderstorm Cook. Jeremy Ashley James Corbett. Holden Lockridge Cross. Kaylee Isabel Curry.
Okay, I am going to announce over that. Kaylee is also receiving a couple bursaries. She is receiving the Royal Purple Elks bursary of $500, as well as the Swan Valley High School Rodeo bursary of $600. Kaylee's future plans include taking a year off and then plans to go to Olds College to pursue farrier science. Other awards that Kaylee has received include an award from the Manitoba High School Rodeo Association, a $585 scholarship. Congratulations, Kaylee.
Anna-Lena Diedenhoven. Jessica Ann Camden Primrose. Also unable to join us this afternoon is Joshua Jacob Evans. Jude Astrid Evans. Absolutely. Sweet kicks. That concludes row number 3. If you want to lay on the horns and test your batteries, now's a great time. Ivan Levi Miliare Facundo.
Ivan is also receiving a bursary this evening. It is the Swan Valley Consumer Co-op bursary of $1,000. Anybody who knows Ivan sees him working in the co-op on a regular basis. Ivan's future plans include taking a year off and then going to Parkland College in Yorkton, where he plans to pursue his power engineering technician. Best of luck to you, Ivan.
Graduating with honors, Sydney Emilia Ann Fedorchuk.
Sydney is also receiving a bursary this afternoon. She is receiving the Prince Arthur Lodge number 105 bursary of $625. Congratulations, Sydney. Her future plans include going to the University of Manitoba, taking University 1, with goals of entering kinesiology in the future. Wishing you all the best, Sydney.
Also graduating with honors, Mackenzie Bella May Furland.
Mackenzie is also receiving a bursary this afternoon. She is receiving the bursary from Minnetonka's and District Lions Club of $500. Mackenzie's future plans include going to Saskatchewan Polytechnic, where she plans to take her library clerk diploma. Wishing you all the best, Mackenzie.
Byron Corey Nick Flatfoot. DeCorby Ryan Fleury.
I'm going to talk. Congratulations, DeCorby. This afternoon, DeCorby is also receiving a bursary. It is the Brody Church Memorial Bursary of $500. DeCorby's future plans include going to UCN and taking her joint primary care paramedic. She is thinking about taking 1 year off before she goes to pursue that, which is probably a good plan given our current state. Best wishes to you, DeCorby.
Emma Ryden Formo. Grab your diploma. Justin James Gordon Adolph Gauthier. Carlos Drayden Peter Janai. Take the diploma. Chloe Jules Janai.
Chloe is also receiving a bursary today. She is receiving $1,000 from the Swan River Rotary Education Foundation Award. Chloe's future plans include going to Assiniboine Community College in the fall, where she will be taking her early childhood education. We would like to wish you all the best, Chloe.
Once Chloe and Byron are safely into their vehicles, the fourth row can transition to the fifth. Thank you for maintaining social distancing. We're doing fine. We're approximately more than a third of the way through the program. Feel free to let the horns go. As soon as it's safe, feel free to approach the stage and line up, grads. Okay, unable to join us, apparently, Preston Clayton Anton Janai. He's not here this afternoon. Neither is Lillian Miami Gott, unfortunately. Graduating with distinction, Carnell Clark Granfield.
Carnell is receiving a bursary from the Cherban Endowment High School Agricultural Bursary. This is a $1,525 bursary. Congratulations, Carnell. Carnell's future plans include attending the University of Saskatchewan, where he will be taking his Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. All the best to you next year, Carnell.
Jordan Quinn Gray.
Jordan is also receiving an award and bursary this afternoon. The award is the Carpentry Award for technical proficiency in the carpentry shop. It is sponsored by Mullen Construction. Jordan is also receiving a bursary. It is the John and Ida Kastrikoff bursary of $600. Next year, Jordan is planning to take the Business of Golf and Resort Management Diploma through McMaster University. We want to wish you all the best in your future plans, Jordan.
Kirsten Parker Lynn Hagland. Clay Belton Halaschuk.
Clay is receiving a bursary this afternoon from the Swan Valley Stock Car Club of $200. Clay is planning next year to take the year off and then continue with his apprenticeship towards his electricians. We'd like to wish you all the best, Clay.
Brett Ryan Hansen Reben. That's actually the fifth row, so once those graduates make their way to their vehicles, we can slide forward one more time. Just a reminder that one photographer per vehicle is encouraged to come forward, and social distancing is still important. Thank you. Once this row of vehicle clears, the grads can now approach the stage and line up, please. Graduating with distinction, Kylie Rose Marie Hart.
Kylie's going to have to take her time up here as I have a lot to read. Kylie is receiving 2 awards this afternoon. The first award is the Visual Communication Award, sponsored by Sign Here. And the second award is the Visual Arts Award, sponsored by Swan Valley Regional Secondary School. Both awards for technical proficiency in those areas. Kylie is also receiving a couple of bursaries. The first bursary is the Swan Valley Funeral Services Limited bursary of $300. This bursary goes to the student with the highest overall mark in Biology 40S. The second award is the Kinsman Club of Swan River bursary of $500. Congratulations, Kylie. Kylie is planning to pursue her graphic design at Red River College in the future. We wish you all the best with that, Kylie.
Savannah Dawn Hilmer. Congratulations.
Way to go. This afternoon, Savannah is also receiving a bursary from the Swan Valley Credit Union. This is a bursary of $1,000. Savannah's plans are to go to University of Saskatchewan in the fall, taking her agriculture and bioresources. We wish you all the best, Savannah.
Graduating with distinction, Austin Blake Humanyuk.
Austin is also receiving a bursary this afternoon from the Swan River Elks Lodge. This is a bursary of $600. Austin's plans are to complete his electrical apprenticeship, and we wish you all the best with that, Austin.
Flora Marie Houle. Graduating with distinction, Kaylee Brooke Jones.
Kaylee is receiving the Arts Award this afternoon. This is sponsored by SVRSS for the student with the highest academic average in 3 selected arts courses. Congratulations, Kaylee. Kaylee is also receiving 2 bursaries. The first bursary is the Svrss Products bursary of $500, and the second bursary is the Swan Valley Outdoors Association bursary of $1,000. Congratulations, Kaylee. Kaylee is planning to go to University of Saskatchewan in the fall, where she will be studying environmental science.
Weston Elliott Keller.
Weston is also receiving an award this afternoon. It is the Heavy Duty Mechanics Award for a student with technical proficiency in the area. This award is sponsored by the Mazer Group. Congratulations, Weston.
Christian Jordan Kamach Cook. Nice to have a fan club when you graduate, isn't it? Graduating with honors, Lauren Elizabeth Klatt.
Lauren is receiving a bursary this afternoon. It is the Prince Arthur Lodge number 105 bursary of $625. Lauren's future plans include attending the University of Regina in the fall, where she will be taking her Bachelor of Arts. We would like to wish Lauren all the best for her next year's studies.
Graduating with distinction, Jessica Marie Kovacic.
We're going to get Jessica to stay up here for a bit because I have quite a bit to announce. First of all, Jessica is winning the Science Award for the highest overall average in 3 chosen science courses. This award is sponsored by Swan Valley Regional Secondary School. In addition to this, Jessica is also the recipient for 2020 of the Governor General Bronze Academic Medal. This is an award. Jessica, you want to just maybe stay up here for a little bit so I can announce all of this. For the student with the highest academic standing in the graduating class. Unfortunately, this year, due to COVID, they have contacted us to say that the medals have been delayed, but as soon as we receive it, we will be giving it to you, Jessica. Congratulations. Wait. There's also a few bursaries. Jessica is the recipient of the David Tarakoff Memorial Scholarship of $1,250. David Tarakoff was a past recipient of the Governor General's Award. Also, she is the recipient of the Aspire Dental Center's Dr. Siggy Sigurdsson Science Scholarship of $1,000. Not quite done. And finally, Jessica is also the recipient of the Swan Valley Band Booster Bursary of $500. Jessica's future plans include going on to Brandon University, where she will be studying in the Faculty of Music. We would like to wish you all the best as you go to reach your goals. Congratulations. Jessica was also awarded by Brandon University the Board of Governors Entrance Scholarship of $2,000.
Unable to join us this afternoon, but graduating with honors, Christian Arthur Stanley Kublik-Dvorak.
Christian is also receiving a bursary, which he will receive. It is the Dr. Fred McKay Family Bursary of $825. Christian is planning to go to the University of Regina in the fall, where he will be taking his Bachelor of Arts. We would like to wish him all the best as well.
Graduating with distinction, Jackson Thomas Kurtz.
Jackson is receiving the Business Education Award, sponsored by the Chamber of Commerce and Northern Specialties. Jackson is also receiving the Curtis Sport Award, which is presented annually to an SVRSS athlete who participated in their chosen sport with commitment and passion. In addition to these two awards, he is also receiving a bursary from PKHC Chartered Professional Accountants of $1,000. Jackson's future plans are to go to Brandon University, where he will be taking courses in the Faculty of Business. We wish you all the best with your future, Jackson.
That concludes our sixth row, so if we can get some engines running and follow politely, we're doing just fine. Pascal Jean Lacasse.
Come here and get your diploma. Pascal is also receiving a recognition award this afternoon from the Canadian Parents for French. This is his certificate of merit for reaching a minimum of 7 French immersion credits during his time in high school. Congratulations, Pascal.
Pierce Antoine Leblanc.
Pick this up. Pierce is also receiving a recognition award. It is also from the Canadian Parents for French for receiving his French immersion diploma, where he completed a minimum of 14 credits in French immersion. Congratulations, Pierce. Pierce is also receiving a couple of bursaries. The first bursary is from the Canadian Parents for French French Language Award of $500. He is also receiving a new bursary, which is the CBF Christian School Bursary of $1,000. Congratulations, Pierce. Pierce's future plans include going to the University of Regina, where he will be taking business and creative technologies. All the best.
Graduating with distinction, Benjamin John Logan.
Ben is receiving 2 bursaries this afternoon. The first bursary is the Dr. James Tarakoff Memorial Bursary of $1,250. The second bursary is the Chown Centennial Scholarship of $1,000. Congratulations, Ben. Ben's future plans include going to the University of Manitoba, where he will be doing his University 1 with a business focus.
Graduating with distinction, Sierra Page Makasoff.
Sierra is also receiving from the Canadian Parents for French her Certificate of Merit for completing 7 credits in French immersion. In addition to this, she is also receiving a bursary, the Co-op Agro Bursary in memory of Bill Barker of $1,000. Sierra's future plans include attending Brandon University in the fall, where she will be studying environmental science, and hopefully some practices with soccer, as she has also committed to the Brandon University Bobcats. Other awards Sierra has received: Brandon University has given her an entrance award of $1,700, and she has received the Eichler Family Habitat Heritage Scholarship of $1,000. Congratulations, Sierra.
Mike Martins.
Mike.
Yeah, there you go.
That you want.
Jenna Lee McKay.
Jenna is receiving a couple bursaries today. The Swan Valley High School Rodeo Bursary of $600, and also the MLA Bursary of $500. Jenna's future plans include taking a year off and possibly to go to Lakeland College for Agriculture Science, Crop Technology, although our conversation yesterday leads me to think we might be going to nursing. Other awards that she has received include the Manitoba High School Rodeo Association, who awarded Jenna $2,253.62, and the National High School Rodeo Association, who have awarded her $1,000 American. Best of luck to you, Jenna.
That's like 6,000 Canadian. Oh, sorry. Graduating with distinction, Bryce Richard Muller.
Walk slow. I'm going to ask Bryce to take his time while he's up here. He's got a few awards. The first award is the award entitled The Spirit of Youth, sponsored by the Swan Valley Regional staff, for a student who exhibits leadership, cooperation, enthusiasm, and a positive attitude. I would be giving and forget the gift. I would be humble, for I know my weakness. I would look up, laugh, and love, and lift. Bryce is also receiving the J.D. Orchard Coaches Award, sponsored by the SVRSS coaching staff, presented annually to an SVRSS student who radiates outstanding dedication, athletic ability, perseverance, and leadership qualities in the field of athletics. Finally, he is also receiving the Electrical Award for technical proficiency. Now, the bursaries. He's receiving the Swan Rivers Key Chevrolet Buick GMC bursary of $500 and the Tyler Vopney Musey Memorial Award of $500. We wish you all the best, Bryce. Congratulations.
Carson Reed Mullen. Hannah Lee Florence Monroe.
Congratulations. This afternoon, Hannah Lee is receiving the Matthew Peters Memorial Bursary of $500. Hannah Lee's future plans are to go to Brandon University in the fall, where she will be taking her Bachelor of Arts with a focus on archaeology. We would like to wish you all the best for next year, Hannah Lee, and those years to follow.
Graduating with honors, Logan Preston Patience.
Logan is also receiving the Swan Valley Credit Union bursary of $500. His plans are to take a year off and then attend University of Manitoba, where he would like to take his Bachelor of Arts, majoring in history. We would like to wish you all the best, Logan.
That was row 7. Once Logan makes his way safely back to a vehicle, we can move up one more time. Thank you. Feel free to hammer the horns. Brendan Calvin Pierpont.
Brendan is also receiving a bursary. It is sponsored by the Swan Valley Sport Fishing Enhancement of $500. We would like to wish Brendan all the best as he pursues his education at Assiniboine Community College, where he would like to be taking the Land and Water Management program.
Corbin Dean Pierpont.
Corbin is also receiving the Electrical Award today, sponsored by Westburn Electric Supply in Dauphin for technical proficiency in his chosen area. He is also receiving the Minish Group of Companies Construction Industry Bursary of $500. Corbin's future plans include completing his electrical apprenticeship. We wish you all the best, Corbin.
Maya Bosa Rose Pokoniak. Zacchaeus Dolphus Pruden. Isabella Marie Ressette. Sage Margaret Lorraine Redlick. Graduating with honors, Rhett Jackson Robert Ribalkin.
Red is also receiving the Shannon Taylor Memorial Bursary of $500. Rhett's future plans include attending Assiniboine Community College, where he would like to take his business administration diploma with an accounting focus. We would like to wish you all the best as you pursue your future, Rhett.
Graduating with distinction, Amelia Elizabeth Reel.
Amelia is receiving the Monica Black Memorial Bursary of $1,000, and she is also receiving a new bursary this year, the Scholarship for Balancing Arts and Technology of $2,000. In addition, she is also receiving her certificate from the Canadian Parents for French for reaching a minimum of 7 French immersion credits. Amelia's future plans include going to the University of Victoria, where she will be taking her Bachelor of Arts with a 4-year honors with a major in psychology. Other awards that Amelia received, we recently were notified of a $20,000 National Entrance Scholarship. We would like to congratulate Amelia and wish her all the best in her future plans.
Austin James Melvin Rivard. Laverne Emerald Sandy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would indulge me also, I happen to know that your horns are needed because it just happens to be Laverne Sandy's birthday this afternoon. Happy birthday, Vern. Once the birthday boy has safely trekked across the grass, we can proceed with one more row. Folks, while we're assembling, it's just been made aware to me, our live stream this afternoon has been fluctuating between 200 and 300 viewers and guests from around the world, from the east coast of Canada and Newfoundland all the way across the water to Scotland. And so we're glad you could join us, and we're thrilled you're here celebrating with us. So thanks. Brenna Jordan Schur.
Brenna is also receiving the Swan Valley Credit Union Board Alumni Bursary of $750. Brenna's future plans are to go to Assiniboine Community College, where she will be studying agribusiness. We would like to wish you all the best, Brenna.
Graduating with distinction, Erica Dawn Sembaluk Hart.
This afternoon, Erica is also receiving her recognition award from the Manitoba Métis Federation, Minnetonus Local. In addition to that, she has 2 bursaries. The first is the Doreen L. Janai Memorial Scholarship of $500 and the Swan Valley Health Facilities Foundation bursary of $1,000. Erica's future plans are to go to the University of Regina, taking her Bachelor of Science with a focus to go into optometry. Other awards that Erica has received is $1,500 from the LP Corporation. Congratulations, Erica.
Scott William Samard.
Scott is also receiving the Kinsman Corporate Challenge bursary of $750. Congratulations, Scott. Scott's future plans include going to Lakehead University in the fall, where he plans to take his Bachelor of Social Work honors program.
Kylie Sylvia Simpson. Corey Allen Sorrell. Brinley Emma Spencer.
Brinley is also receiving the Swan River Valley Health Auxiliary Award of $500. Her future plans are to go to the University of Regina in the fall, taking her pre-social work program. We wish you all the best as you pursue your studies, Brinley.
Morgan David Stanneland. Ireland Jadine Pierce Staples.
Ireland is receiving the Swan Valley Teachers Association Centennial Scholarship of $750. Ireland has also committed to the Brandon University Bobcats soccer program. We wish her all the best. She is planning to pursue her physical education degree.
McKenna Elish Pierce Staples.
McKenna is receiving an award today. She is the SVRSS Intramural Female Athlete of the Year. In addition, she is receiving the Carissa Suan Cole Memorial Bursary of $1,000. Her future plans include going to MC College to take their aesthetics program. We wish you all the best, McKenna.
Tanner Lane Pierce Staples. Once the Staples family has safely cleared the stage area, we can proceed with one more row of vehicles. Thank you. Come on, folks, you can do better than that. We need some noise. Yep, by all means, next row can approach the stage, and we can do it one more time.
While we're waiting for this set of grads to approach the stage, I just want to tell you a little bit about our scholarships and bursaries this year. This year we have 58 different bursaries and scholarships being offered by our very generous community. Total value of $56,575 is being given to our graduates. This has exceeded our total from last year by over $7,000. And this year we also received 49 applications, which is 50% of our graduates. This is amazing, as normally we would barely receive 30 to 35% of our students graduating applying for these awards. I would like to thank the various staff members who have worked with many of our graduates over the last 4 years, both as students and community members. This year, the awards committee consisted of Ryan Maximchuk, Carol Larson, Tanya Stanland, Jen Zamzow, Kristen Harness, and Jody Williams. I would like to thank them for their time and commitment to ensuring our awards are distributed fairly to all of our applicants. Thank you very much.
And I'd like to throw out a thank you to the chair of the committee, Mrs. Jennifer Simpson, for trying to make sure that that process is what it's supposed to be, always. Graduating with honors, Hannah Renee Stephen. Graduating with distinction, Caitlin Elizabeth Stewart.
Caitlin is receiving an award this afternoon. It is the Resources and Environmental Management Award, sponsored by Svrss Products Limited. She is also receiving the Wade Philip Galloway Memorial Scholarship of $1,000. Her future plans are to attend Lakehead University in the fall, studying environmental science. Other awards that Caitlin has received is she is the recipient of the 2020 McDonald's Leadership Award of $1,000, and she has received a $4,000 entrance award from Lakehead University. That's it. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Graduating with honors, Damon Mark Charles Steinwant.
Yep. Damon is also receiving the Athletic Award. It is the SVRSS Intramural Male Athlete of the Year. In addition to that, he is receiving the William Davey Educational Bursary of $450. Damon's future plans are to complete his apprenticeship, his electrical apprenticeship. We wish you all the best, Damon.
Sienna Ruby Stinson.
Sienna is receiving the Swan River Nurses Local Number 26 Manitoba Nurses Union Bursary of $500. Her future plans are to first take her Doula Canada Labor and Birth course, and then follow that up with her Bachelor of Nursing. We wish you all the best, Sienna.
Christina Ardith Faye Swanson.
Yeah, pick that up. Congratulations.
Unable to join us this afternoon, but also a graduate, Tyrell Schweitzer. Morgan Alexander Terry.
This afternoon, Morgan is receiving the Kinsman Club of Swan River Bursary of $500. Morgan's future plans are to attend the Brandon University, taking his Bachelor of Physical Education. Morgan has also committed to the Brandon University Bobcats and is hoping to play soccer in the fall. All the best to you, Morgan.
Once Morgan safely clears the field, we can proceed with what is the actual last row. Graduating with honors, Hannah Mackenzie Thiessen.
Hannah is also receiving the Hairstyling Award for Technical Proficiency. This award is sponsored by the Swan Valley School Division. In addition to her award, she is receiving the Lion Gary Mills Volunteer Bursary of $500. Hannah's future plans are to take the year off and then go to Canadian Mennonite University, studying biblical and theological studies. We wish you all the best, Hannah.
Cole Richard Turton.
Cole is receiving the Mae Johnson Bursary. It is a bursary of $825. Cole's future plans are to attend the University of Regina, where he will be studying kinesiology and health sciences. We wish you all the best next year, Cole. You're welcome.
Cade Very.
Cade is receiving the Swan River Rotary Education Foundation Incorporated Award this afternoon of $1,000. Cade's future plans are to attend University College of the North, where he will be studying his Natural Resource Management Technology diploma. We wish you all the best in your future, Cade.
Graduating with honors, Brooke Caitlin Watts.
This afternoon, Brooke is also receiving the Hairstyling Award for Technical Proficiency, also sponsored by the Swan Valley School Division. Congratulations, Brooke.
Ethan Jeffrey Weir.
Ethan is receiving the Swan Valley Teachers Association Award of $500. His future plans are to complete his heavy-duty apprenticeship, and he is hoping to use this next year at Swan Valley Regional to finish his apprenticeship for his Level 1 training. We wish you all the best, Ethan.
Tatum Coral Werbicki. Zoe Lorraine Weeb. William David Windsor. Merrick Christian Charles Andrew Young.
Merrick is also receiving the Elmer and Loretta Formo Scholarship of $500. His future plans are to complete his apprenticeship to become an automotive mechanic. We wish him all the best in his future.
Mrs. Harness has just reminded me, and this is actually quite important, so if at least one person in the car pays attention to me, that would be great. The stoles around your necks, the white things, they need to be returned. That's a rental item, so before you exit the property this evening, we need to collect those stoles because they are rented. Just wanted to mention that. Ladies and gentlemen, my next introduction is also someone that the graduates will, of course, recognize and know well. I've had the pleasure, and it really was a pleasure, to have the following student participate in a class that I taught. I know her to be efficient and athletic and extremely thoughtful. On more than one occasion, she has demonstrated outstanding time management skills, a serious academic focus, as well as a tenacious and undeniable spirit. I know how connected to her family she has been and always is, and how much her friends and her people mean to her. Grads, you've chosen your valedictorian well. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the graduate selected by the class of 2020 to deliver the valedictory address. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Josie Black.
Good afternoon, teachers and staff, family members, and fellow grads. Grads, would you please exit your car and stand on the left side of your vehicles now? I'm extremely honored to be standing up here today representing our graduating class of 2020. Of course, when I found out I was chosen for valedictorian, I was thrilled. Soon after, the excitement wore off, and I realized that meant writing an address that wouldn't make anyone regret voting for me. So here it goes. Our class as a whole, I feel, has had our fair share of scandals and trips to Miss Medinsky Arp's office, myself included. One very important lesson I, and I'm sure some of my fellow classmates have learned, is that we all make mistakes. When we make these mistakes, the best thing to do is to own up to them, apologize, and do whatever is necessary to repair the damage. To think carefully and avoid making matters worse by posting on social media. So at this time, I would like to apologize to our community for the mistake I made, and thank you for understanding in light of this challenging school year. Grad 2020 is not how we had dreamed. At this time, I feel that it is important to acknowledge those who have worked so hard to ensure that we can be gathered here today. This includes parents, community members, administrators, teachers, and support staff. Even though this is not ideal, it will certainly be memorable. Thank you, and please know that all your hard work and commitment to our graduating class is appreciated. When we think back to our days of elementary and middle school, the day we walked across the stage and received our diploma seemed so far away. Perhaps along the way, many of us doubted if we would get to this day, or contemplated if it was worth all the years of work that seemed never ending. But here we are, grad class of 2020. Thank you to all the educators that got us here today. I think a lot of us can agree we wouldn't be graduating with a pre-calculus education if it weren't for the one and only Mrs. Larson. She strives to ensure that with hard work we can be successful. If it weren't for Mrs. Harness, I think I would probably still be writing this speech, and I would know a lot less about Shakespeare. Mr. Williams has changed more students' lives through sports than even fathomable. Mrs. Stanlin is realistically the reason many of us even liked science. Mrs. Carr and Mrs. Laychuk are responsible for so many student successes that they could be teachers already. And if it wasn't for Mrs. Simpson, I don't think any of us would have even considered post-secondary education, never mind be enrolled for the fall. And who can forget about hanging out in Mr. Kadikin's room, venting about the very traumatic high school drama? These few teachers I have mentioned are just barely scraping the surface of all the amazing help and encouragement we as students have had along the way in our high school journey. In my opinion, we have had very memorable high school careers, not even acknowledging things like making a viral TikTok video the night before a grade 12 pre-cal exam instead of studying, Cindy Fedorchuk, and the countless parent-chaperoned weekend social festivities that kept us sane during the week. Think back to the times like when Swan River water treatment system went down, forcing us to use the outhouses parked by the heavy-duty shop for all of exam week our grade 10 year. The days in winter when we were happy to live in Manitoba because it was -60 with the wind and buses weren't running. Or the lockdowns, which ultimately just gave us more days off. Unfortunately, now the world is a whole different place than it was when we came to this building in grade 9. Like our current situation, missing the whole final 3 months of our grade 12 year, our senior sports seasons, championships, school trips, envirothon season, or science Olympics. The only good thing to come out of this whole situation was not having to write our final exams. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I definitely regret taking my math and English courses in the first semester. Another thing we had to miss out on was our Grad Gag Awards. So, I took it upon myself to award some of the obvious ones here today. Mr. Vanity goes to Pascal Lacasse. Miss Vanity, Annika Badowski. Best Smile, Corbin Pierpont. Nicest Car, Sierra Makasoff. Most likely to get married, Cade Very and Olivia Chmielowski. Most likely to become famous, Cole Turton. Most likely to change the world, Caitlin Stewart. Ray of Sunshine, Hannah Thiessen. Blondest, tied Rihanna Cleland and Emma Formo. Biggest Flirt, Brinley Spencer. Best Dressed, Clay Halishuk and Tim Penner, rockin' denim on denim. Best Vibes, Macy Burwash. Class Clown, William Windsor. Most likely to be late for class, Jenna McKay. Most likely to not show up at all, Morgan Stanland. More seriously, now is a time for us to reflect on the years of our education and everything we've learned. I'm not just referring to the Great Potato Famine, or the Pythagorean Theorem, or how to tell the difference in a complex and compound sentence. I mean the friendships we've gained and sometimes lost, the lessons we've learned, and the morals we've hopefully gained. How the loss of our friend Joel crushed the whole community, and we had to learn how to carry on together. The achievements we're celebrating today aren't just passing our math and English classes. We're celebrating the end of this chapter of our lives and the beginning of a new one. As we all move on to our new life endeavors in the fall, whether it be university, college, trades, or mom and dad's basement for just one more year, having gone to school with all of you for at least the last 4 years, I know that wherever we end up, we'll be successful no matter what. I know it's scary moving to a different place and getting out on your own, but always remember that your friends and family are only one phone call away. And hey, I'm sure once we get over the initial shock, we'll hopefully figure it out and learn to love our newfound freedom. Once that happens, make sure you remember to call home once in a while. Don't want to worry anyone. But really, don't worry, guys. My sister says college isn't too hard. When we asked about her grades, she said, "You can never relive a party, but you can always retake a class." Not sure what that's supposed to mean. My fellow grads, typically we would be standing in the gym for this special day. Today, however, we are together celebrating outside where the sky's the limit. Now on the count of 3, I ask we switch our tassel from the left to the right side to signify our newfound graduate status. I present to you the Svrss graduating class of 2020. 3, 2, 1. You were supposed to throw your hat too, I forgot to mention that. Okay, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Graduates, as a parting thought this evening, know that you will all be missed in our school. Know that you have the unique distinction, as much as any class of graduates ever, to realize that your class will simply never be forgotten. Your community is so proud of you today. On behalf of my own family, please accept my most sincere congratulations. And on behalf of the class of 2020, I'd like to thank so many people, many of whom are literally behind the scenes, including fellow SVSD employees who have contributed to the strange and wonderful planning and execution of today in some way. On a final note, if you're planning to participate in the parade, as you exit the property onto 13th Avenue, you would turn left, proceed to the quick stop. If you would prefer not to participate in the parade, please turn right and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And if you're celebrating, please do so safely. Thank you.